I was asked once, what is it that humans nowadays need the most? I thought for a bit. It was quite an unexpected question, I may say, but my answer was very simple and it felt as if it shocked people, for there was a lengthy silence after. I told, see, what people need the most in general is silence, or better said, a break. Yes? What they need the most in general is a break. A break from other people, from their habits, from their problems, from listening to the same nonsense again and again. Yes? And typically, it's the more uncomfortable people, the miserable ones, who will react to this first and will ask you, how can you take a break when nobody will give it to you? Yes, your family will not give you a break and your job will not give you a break. Yes. See, I said it's not about you being given a break in the sense of breaking entirely from that. You cannot break away from your job unless you want to be thrown out. But you can simply convince the people or simply act in ways through which you convince people to simply let you be. Many people are miserable and obviously they need to be noisy. Noise is a good cancellation of their misery, or at least that's what they think, and therefore they will simply choose to make as much noise as possible. They will always ask for the juicy details in your life, and you should stop suddenly or slowly and surely being the one to actually provide them. You're gonna be treated by miserable people as if you're not doing anything in your life. They're the only ones actually doing something. So take some notes before doing this and see what each and every one thinks about you and just give them that. If they're asking you, how are your progresses going? How's your projects going? How's your sports going, weightlifting, whatever you're doing that you are telling them as well and sharing, suddenly tell them, well, I suddenly quit. I'm not interested much. I'm taking a break. I'm just doing, and tell them what they speak about you. Yes, maybe they have some, most likely they have one of those highly superficial approaches that you're just playing on the computer all day. You're just wasting your life, right? They're just presenting you their own viewpoints, their what they're doing with their own life. Yes. And when they're telling you that, it's their expectation, their hidden expectation that you do the same, because otherwise they feel bad because you're doing something that they could also do. And you're a sad reminder to them that they could do anything else but just be a piece of shit, a miserable piece of shit. Yes? Have you noticed that people who procrastinate, they always say that you do nothing? Right? That is called shadow projection according to psychology. It is a very dangerous tool because if you linger too long around such people, they can even make you question your own reality. And you may end up very tired and even overwhelmed, even burnt out, because they will convince you that you're not doing anything. They're the same kinds of people that will tell you you're never good enough, even if you put everything on a golden plate for them. Yes? They will always look innocent about that. Shadow projection has one simple characteristic. All their problems are put on your shoulder, and they always look innocent about it. And very convincing, because deep down inside, they are convinced of this illusion. Yes, that they are something, and everyone else is the problem. Yes, shadow projection is a very dangerous tool that can be used by people with no awareness. I call these people agents of entropy because the only thing that they know is chaos. They will create chaos, they will destroy, they will disharmonize, they will do anything to wound mentally, emotionally, psychologically, even physically if needed. Yes, all while looking confident and innocent about it. Yes. So when you have such people in life, stop telling them what you're doing. Suddenly you don't do those anymore and you're just not doing anything, or you're just doing the only thing that they're considering about you that you're doing. Yes? If they keep asking you what you're doing, well, nothing special, stop showing details and the such. The world doesn't owe you anything. You don't need to share all your progress with the world, with the people. because a lot of people crave attention and they think if they share their progress online on social media, someone will give them a few likes. But do not become a slave of the likes, because in the end, people will just scroll your progress away. Irrespective of how many videos you will post, you will never be able to compete against the flood of videos that everyone else posts. So, if you want to take a break, people will not give you a break. Your family will not give you a break, yes? And the moment you want to simply detach from them, they will do everything possible to make sure that you stay bound to them, yes? Your relatives, your closest friends, maybe they're not that friends after all, and family doesn't mean you're their slave. There is this huge, almost feminist belief that you, as a man, for example, have to provide for the woman. The woman has to provide some value in return. You're not her slave. You're not someone to treat her and put her on a pedestal while she's not giving anything. Because if pussy is the only thing that she can give, well, screw her in the end, verbally speaking, and well, get a life, get better with your own energies, and do your own things. Because in the end, well, there are many other women out there. You don't need to simply soak your life within her misery. Yes, you don't need to drown yourself in their misery. Because agents of entropy will come to your life, will ruin everything that you are, and they will simply live innocently and confused about why you're no longer talking to them, why you're no longer giving energy to them. Yes, because this is how a lot of people function. Imagine yourself as a stew, imagine yourself as a cocktail, and these toxic people are the ones who gladly drink out of it. You tell them, don't call me in between these hours, that's when they specifically call you. Yes, and they're even gonna be fussy if you don't like that you've been disturbed. Yes, they are just invasive parasites and they will simply be just like that because that is their level of awareness. You have to understand. What I call an agent of entropy does not have any kind of awareness. They don't have any empathy. They do not have anything. Even when you become a bit aware of the world, you look them in the eyes, it's like you see the skull. Yes, you see the back of their skull. It's like there's nobody in there. Yes, it's like there's nobody driving that physical body that they are. It can be a bit daunting to some people, but I assure you that is what I call agents of entropy. You can call them jinns, demons, whatever way you want it, it doesn't even matter. Okay? The cosmos does not have anything to give you necessarily. Yes, you are not promised anything, and nor will you ever be promised, because any promise can also be broken. Yes? So why be the one to actually always put something on other people's plates? Learn to simply say no, or learn to become boring. Yes? Because people like others who can distract them. Yes? People like talking, yapping indefinitely about their life, their misaccomplishments, their accomplishments, and the such. Meanwhile, you're just there being drained because you're the cocktail and they're drinking of it. Yes, all that time that you're losing, you can't focus on something that you really like. You just tell them that you're tired and you just want to rest. You just tell them that you want to play a game. You want to do the same boring, nonsensical thing that they have an opinion about you doing. Yes, you're just wasting your time and you just want to waste your time, right? Tell them that you don't feel worthy or interested in their own points because you don't want to be a waste of their time. Yes, don't mention that they are wasting your time. You don't want to waste their time. And you will see instantly they will react. They will have all sorts of means to want to latch back onto you. And just simply don't give in. Yes? Because consider it like this. Suddenly you take a break from social media for 1 month, let's say, or even 1 week. Yes, the most desperate people, the ones who've been drinking out of you as their cocktail, they will start calling instantly, like half a day later, 1 or 2 days later. You're not posting anything, yes? You're not doing anything. You're not distracting them anymore. It's like, huh? Suddenly the glass is empty and there's no cocktail to drink. Yes, the vampires are out of blood to drink. Yes, you have to understand this. So they will freak out for a bit because they don't care about you. I'm telling you, these agents of entropy are nothing else but pieces of misery. They do not care about anything, all they care is just to consume. Imagine them like a wildfire. Yes, They just move from one tree to another, just like these agents of entropy. They just, they just consume from whomever they can. If they can no longer consume from you, don't think that they will ever think about you. No, they will not think about you. They will move on to whoever else did not learn their lessons, and they will simply consume of those. Yes? When a tree is highly resilient to the wildfire will respectfully leave it, and it cannot give fire to it, so well, it's not going to be able to do anything. So it will just keep on consuming anything else in return. Yes? So life is similar to this. Yes? Stop giving your attention to other people. It is a big disrespect to yourself. Yes, they will call you disrespectful, they will call you whatever. It's just their stupid words. It's just their misery. Ask yourself one thing. When you are the provider, yes, what will they do? They will say that you're not providing enough. Yes, so why don't they go seek someone else to provide them? Because when you are the provider, you have the ultimate power. Yes, because who decides something? Who controls the economy? The demand or the supply? It's always the supply, because the demand will always tend to grow towards the infinite, but the supply will always be limited. Yes? If the people in your life cannot comprehend the amount of effort that you're putting for them, because you're sleeping how many hours you're sleeping to have the energy needed for that day. Yes? And those people are disrespecting that energy. All that time that you're spending sleeping is like you're spending dead. Yes, because during your sleep you're not doing anything. Yes, you're just trying to realign your energies within your body. Yes, you're trying to make sure that you're a bit more vibrant for the incoming day. Yes, and suddenly some trash people come and trash your energies around, and then they're pissed that you're no longer giving them attention. Yes, so hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. Remember that being a provider means being in power. Suddenly when you no longer give attention to others, because attention is a very powerful currency. Yes, it's called currency because it's like a current. It is flowing. Where your attention goes, your energy also flows. So stop giving your attention to stupid people, to people who are not worth your attention, to people who just dim your light because that's the only thing that they can do. They can be your family, unfortunately, yes, but you have to convince them. If they keep doing that, well, you have to comprehend one reality. You are going to split up from them. Yes? You either die, you end up in a psychiatry, or you simply split up with them and you preserve your energy. Your energy is limited, it is finite. And such people in your life are one of the main reasons why you're constantly feeling drained, while you're constantly feeling dry. Because they will constantly yap, they will constantly consume. But when it's about you, it's never important. You go to the supermarket with them, you go purchase things with them, it's all about them. They will spend hours on end just because it's also on your time, not just their time. They're not doing anything with their life. And they're gonna spend an eternity looking for things that they like. They will yap about all the details and the such. When you want to spend 1 little minute, 5 minutes to look at a book or something that is not in their interest, they will simply find 100 reasons that they're not interested, that they're suddenly rushy, that they need to get home because they have to take some medicine or whatever else. Yes, these people are just agents of entropy. So just cut them out slowly from your life, because you're gonna end up either dead in a psychiatry ward, fully drained by them, or you just simply rid your life from them, of them, whatever. Hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. You're appreciated. Take care. Enjoy life. And this being said, Ferenc Board signing out.